Coach Mealy, I know these toss-up games, it seems like special teams are always called on to be difference makers. I mean, how important is that in a game like this, coming back home and trying to get closer to bowl eligibility?
Yeah, I think we're due to make a play. We need to make a play to help out, offensively or defensively. So, put a good game plan in. Hope we can execute and change the game in a positive fashion to get us on the board, get that momentum. Right, special teams is all about momentum. So, if we can get the momentum in our favor, that'd be a good deal.
Xavier was talking yesterday about his confidence that he'll break one of those returns soon. Just how have you seen him kind of have the patience of waiting for it to come and keeping that confidence that it'll come eventually?
Yeah, he's got the green light to make plays back there, and he's aggressive, doing that. There is one last week I think we'd like to get back. I think there's some space, so we discussed that too. That he's in those situations we need him to make plays. So our guys kind of sell out up front for him, and he's just get a good ball, get a good opportunity. Then we got to make the most of that.
Keelan had a rough night or rough day at Arkansas, but he seemed to be back on stride last week. It's just something that's week to week that a guy just shows up, either he kicks it or he doesn't.
Yeah, no, he's just got to be consistent, and there's, whether it be a drop, an inside drop, or kind of rushes, his footwork, that type of thing. But even though he's 22 years of age and long in tooth, he's technically he's a freshman, so he's kind of learning on the fly a little bit. But I think we kind of got him over the hump, and we just got to continue to to go out there and practice and execute all those things, and then carry that over to game day.
Kyle missed that one in Arkansas, short one, and then comes back, makes two at Auburn. Just his ability at his age to brush that to the side and go and make kicks the next game.
Trivia question for you: that it was the same kick. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but 11 left hash, which is you got to make those every time, but it's a different kick because you're inside the 15-yard line on a hash. Your plant foot changes. So after the Arkansas game, we actually spotted that same kick on Tuesday's practice. And then ironically, first kick of the game was 11-yard line left hash. So, yeah, I mean, his resiliency is a reason why he's in the position that he's in, because he's able to respond and not let one play beat him, twice, that type of thing. And it was good to see him kind of get back on track.
Nick Barmera has been a real weapon for you, too. I mean, it's almost automatic these days, unless he just mishits one. I mean, what has made him so consistent?
No, he's a talented football player. Right? He can really play all three positions for the specialists. So, and he's been a great guy in the locker room, the meetings with those guys, and being a good, just veteran leader, for the group. But he's got a big leg, and he's, he really takes his craft serious. So when he goes out there and practice, he's really intentional on how to get better, and how to make sure he's putting the balls where he's supposed to. Understands the importance of who we're playing against and the returners back there. And this week we have a good challenge, good return game. For those guys, Barry and Brown, you're a great player for them. We got Tulu, that kind of thing. So let's win that matchup. But he knows he's a big part of that.
When you have kickers like Barmera or your punters on their game, how do you remind your coverage teams that don't let down? All it takes is one slip up.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, 100%. So, we kind of talk about this race into a certain landmark on the field, and we keep track of that and see who's not holding up their end of the bargain. But obviously, last week there was one where the guy kind of muffs the ball into the field of play, and if we're not running down there, we don't make that play, inside the 15-yard line like that. So, John Lewis did a great job running down there. Deshaun Page, same thing. But it's good every once in a while to not hit it out like that, so it keeps our guys on their toes.
Thanks, everybody.
Appreciate it. Yeah, he'll stay.
All right, Coach, reviewing the film from Auburn, I mean, what were your thoughts about how you guys performed and how maybe they targeted a little bit?
I think we did some good things in the run game. I think the assignments were better. I think we did some things getting on the right people. We're going to have to play better in this game because we're playing a better defensive front. But there were some positives there. Protection was a little bit better. So we got to improve for this week.
How do things change maybe when you got Mike back there rather than Will, because he's a little more mobile and can extend plays with his legs and get outside? How does that maybe change the task for your guys?
You kind of have an assignment and a responsibility and of each play. So I don't know how much that matters, but obviously it's a little bit of a different style of play, and it probably affects maybe defensively a little bit more than probably does my guys. But it's for us, it's really, the drop back 6-man protection is the same no matter who's in there, right? So those things don't change as much.
talk about the Kentucky defensive front a bit. What stands out to you about,
Well,
what kind of makes them?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Size is the first thing. They're really big and strong. Those guys are. People have struggled being able to get movement on them all year long, and Coach Stoops has been there for. I know we played him in 13, so he's been there a while, and he's built that program on toughness, and he's built the program on physicality, and that's kind of gone. That's kind of been their culture set, so we know how they're going to play. We know what they're about. So, the front is physical. Backers are big backer guys, long guys on the edges. And then one of the things that's impressive to me that I've been impressed with is the way the secondary reacts and plays physical and runs to the ball too. So there's a reason they play good defense every year, and so we got a challenge for us.
You mentioned back in training camp that the biggest adjustment for your guys may be getting used to the different number of run schemes compared to the air raid offense and their run schemes. And it seems like even with injured running backs, you guys have run block well no matter who's back there, and had a lot of success on the ground game. Just their progress with those run schemes and blocking.
Have done better and better as the years gone on, and probably the biggest thing is there's not as much feedback from things in the past for them that each week. So if something's a little new or a little wrinkle, it's really brand new for them. Whereas groups you've been around in the past, it might be, oh, I remember us doing that before. They don't really get to experience that. So that's probably been the biggest challenge. But they've done some good things with that, and we've got to Coach Schmidt and I got to continue to keep it kind of in the realm for them that they can handle, and they've done decent with it at times.
Kentucky runs an alignment somewhat similar to what Mississippi State does, but they do some different things. What are the different challenges they bring with how they implement their defense?
Yeah, I think structurally it is probably based in an odd front with some 4 down elements to it. Different style of odd front, it doesn't take long to watch, and different style of bodies too. You'll see Saturday when they get here. So it's probably more in the lines of the Georgias and the Alabamas on defense than maybe us, but at the same time it's kind of got that structure.
Well, Coach, last week had to work without Woody. How do you feel like your guys responded to the challenge?
Well, I think they responded in a positive way. Very, very good production. Had a good day, and really proud of the way they played.
And Seth rips off a pretty big one there. I know we've kind of been waiting for him to have a big moment like that. I mean, how pleased were you to see that, and how has he kind of responded confidence-wise since then?
Well, it was very exciting to see him do that. He's done it in practice plenty of times, and we knew that he had the capability to make that big play, and was hoping that he ripped through those 2 tacklers and went and scored a touchdown. And but we'll take it, as it was. But he's very excited, and having that success is going to lead to more success for him. I think he's going to be an outstanding player in the future.
Where have you seen the biggest growth from him in the stretch of the season?
Well, his maturity and his patience, and and his development. He's still a freshman. Right out of high school. This time last year he was playing high school football, and last week he was playing at Auburn in front of 85,000, 90,000 people. So, but to go out there and to capture the moment and to have that confidence, he's a special kid. He comes from a good family. He's a hard worker. He's very conscientious. He's very intelligent. So he's got all the ingredients to become a great player.
Jeffrey Pittman had some big carries, and he's a really difficult guy to bring down. I mean, in those short yardage situations, how big of a weapon is he for you, especially when Woody's maybe not 100%?
Well, it's again, he got in early in the spring, was here for spring ball, and he learned the system, and then being a junior college transfer, he is exactly what we were hoping for. Somebody to come in right away, to make an impact right away, not just at running back, but, special teams. He's a very good special teams player. He catches the ball well out of the backfield. He's a good blocker. He's very intelligent, very conscientious about learning what to do and knowing what to do. So there's still some more growing up to do there, but from the beginning and having an opportunity to play the other day really was good for him.
Notice Tulu starting to line up in the backfield some. How is that transition for him, and do you have to work with him in practice on that?
No, he's still a wide receiver. Just just different things that we try to do with him to get him the football.
Coach, you've been here through some great times and some challenging times. When I think about a few years back when it seemed like State was in a similar situation. And, as a veteran coach, what do you tell these players when times get tough like this to kind of keep them bought in?
Well, it's playing Division I-A college football in the 21st century is a very difficult and volatile profession. It is tough, and you're dealing with 18, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids that sometimes, all their lives they've had situations and that they've all come through overcoming adversity. And it's a great lesson. Football teaches a lesson about adversity, coming through hard times and storms, and to stay focused on the goal at hand and the work at hand. And I think Coach Arnett, as the leader, has done a great job of keeping our team focused and not worrying about the things that happened in the past, but focusing on the future. And we have a big challenge coming this Saturday night under the lights, playing a crossover game against a traditional rivalry that we've been playing since the East been to West. So I think our kids realize what's at stake, and I think they'll be focused and excited to come play.
Looking at Kentucky, what kind of challenges are they going to pose to the guys in your room?
Well, they're tough, man. They're big, strong, and tough, especially their D-line. They got very good linebackers, and they're always a top 5 defense in the Southeastern Conference. Their head coach is a defensive coach and preaches physical and toughness and physicality and those type of things, and their players buy into it, and that's who they are, and they're known for that. And so that's the type of challenge that we'll face, is tough, hard-nosed physical play against a good opponent on your home field on a Saturday night.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.